I want to come to the most contentious issue that this.
Listen, I say election going forward on the issue.
No, the liquor policy. What can be done? What is what? There is tremendous impact on mice and the liquor policy and
Let me
its
just,
system.
you can say a lot of things. There's not enough time.
There's not enough time.
But I'll just be.
What? How can we salvage the
So
situation?
look, what is the liquor policy? Liquor policy says you drink in a 5-star or on the road. That's what the policy says. And so now, see, when you look at what it does, the Kerala model, it really is what I would say, it has pulled the rug out from below the foot of the Kerala model. The Kerala model is very vastly differentiated from, for example, the Goa model. Kerala model is Kerala than it's animal. It's in the village, it's local, it's small, it's indigenous. And that's what really pulled people to the destination. And 5-star was as it started, it was associated with big city, big scale, conventional, large is what it is associated with. And therefore, the liquor policies is a result of the government, its inability to regulate, not regulate, to understand or recognize bars masquerading as hotels. That is what they want to catch. So put it another way, hotels with bars attached and bars with hotels attached. And in that confusion, they've knocked the real basis of the tourism industry of Kerala. And it does severe harm that now when they said only 2-star hotel, everybody became 2-star.
2-star.
When they said 3-star, everybody became 3-star. Then there's a 4-star. Now nothing is possible in Kerala except 5-star.
5-star.
You will see that to be a state or unique in the
Not
world
5-star.
where all hotels will be 5-star. It's a ridiculous situation. And if it is that they want to address, then there are so many other tools. You look at luxury tax earnings or look at foreign exchange earnings to catch only then to give bona fide hotels which are there. In fact, the industry did submit a white paper to government which said several things. That it is not government business to be in business in the first place, and least of all the business of retailing alcohol. Now look at you go through the towns of Kerala. Whenever you see a queue, it means people ask what's happening there. People are waiting for liquor. So we are seen to be a state, a nation waiting for liquor everywhere. And so in that context, it is now demolishing all Kerala has done the last 30, 40 years in building up a brand image of green, of inclusive, of responsible. Now it's all about liquor, waiting for liquor and all that. So therefore I think the damage, of course, obvious damage is there that only it has 10 o'clock rule, for example, which means that domestic travelers, by the time he's come to sits down there, it's only 10 o'clock.
He'll start at 10.
I can't remember. I can't tell you the name of the place because it had other implications. But in a resort location, this Christmas, a group of us, my family, we went there, and I thought it was an extraordinary. The facilities offered were shacks on the beach. Extraordinary high quality, strong personality of the product, and everywhere we went, liquor was served in abundance.
Is this in
Legally.
Kerala? This is in Kerala.
In Kerala,
Okay.
legally, illegally served. When they brought beer and wine, they give it in newspaper, and then they kept it under the table. I asked them why. They said, if in case we have a raid, we will say the customer brought and left it under there. And they were serving it on the table. Then I called the owner and sat with him. I had a chat with him for a while. He said, "Aren't you taking a big risk?" Then he asked me, put the question to me. He said, "Sir, if you do not serve, will you come here?" I said, "I will never come here. Then if you don't come here, I will close. What is the bigger risk than that? On the other side, said I have to handle these costs, and I said I can do that. That's something I can handle. And I said at another forum, which so I pointed this out and said that him serving liquor illegally was in the public interest because it served, it had made the customer happy, it made the provider happy, it made the employees happy, it made the destination happy. Otherwise, that resort has to close. So, if Kerala's dependence on tourism is so high, 1 out of 4 new jobs comes from tourism. 9.5% of GVA, gross value added, comes from tourism. Is there any logic, anything else more important than jobs? So this appeasing religious or bishops is, I think, something which is or for a percentage vote. And I think that that lesson has been learned. That to destroy, and people don't come here for liquor. And I say, and I say this again. It has been often repeated that after all, what happens if Kerala goes dry? After all, people don't come here to get drunk. Of course, they don't come here to get drunk. But if I'm on, like I went to that resort,
freedom of choice.
Not only freedom of choice, I am taking a holiday, and I have a choice, as you said, a freedom of choice to choose. So the traveler is voting. The locals have a vote. The visitor does not have a vote, but he can vote with his feet, and that's what's happening. Kerala has definitely, for many reasons, and I don't put that reason on liquor. Kerala's big issue is not liquor is one of them, and unnecessary one of them, and but the big issue, I think, Kerala's big issue is our destination is getting deteriorated. Its pull is being weakened. First is filth and garbage. Then all the other meaningless regulations, which liquor being one of them.
MICE is seriously impacted because of liquor, right?
MICE is demolished, not just impact. It just doesn't exist. See, big MICE can happen because you can take 1 day license. 50 people come here, 100 people come here. You cannot take a license. You cannot take a 1 day license.
The entire
MICE and 10 o'clock regulation. The party begins. I will give you an example. I attended a wedding this December. American girl, Kochi boy. 120 people came from United States, and the ceremony was in the church, 6 o'clock. By the time the priest finished his speeches and all that, it was about 7 or 8 o'clock. They came to the venue, and they had to change. So the host had made arrangements. 120 people came. Host made it. In every seat, there were 3 glasses kept, plus a water glass. The champagne glass, the white wine, and the red wine. It was all kept. So by the time this and toast was beginning, it came 10 o'clock. Now, as it started, the management of the hotel stood up and they announced the mic, gentlemen, because of 10 o'clock regulation, we will be pouring juices in your 3 glasses and not wine. The man is furious. He must have spent he has hosted 120 people to trip here. Okay, so that's not the. But will he ever have his destination wedding? Like that destination wedding, MICE, everything is going for a trivial reason, a very, very trivial reason.
Okay. So what is the future like? The industry is hopeful that there would be a relook at the policy, or there would be a government change.
Changes,
we hope there would be a different view on that.
This government will not do anything. And,
2 things can happen to change the policy. One is there's a political change. 2 is the state goes bankrupt. For Surat, which is it took a plague to make it the cleanest city in India. What is the plague we are waiting for?